William Gargan stars as Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
There's a place somewhere, folks, away from the hurly-burly, where everything is slow and easy, and you can sleep around the clock without being heckled. I could be referring to a cemetery.
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. On call like I am as a confidential investigator, the open door, come one, come all, you don't always get cases that run according to Hoyle. Every once in a while, you catch yourself a Lulu, a case that puts a strain on your imagination. A case, say, in the category of spookaroo. You find yourself hobnobbing with ghosts and talking turkey to the dead. One like that began for me in the New York office of the Trans-Southern Insurance Company of Omaha. I'd been urgently requested to come calling, please, by a claims agent named Brennahan, Roy C. Brennahan.
I'll explain the assignment we have for you, Craig.
Before you do, answer me this. What's with your regular investigators? Why pull an outsider in?
Well, we want this investigated unofficially. We don't want to stir up anything that will expose us to a libel suit.
I catch. In case you're pulling a boner that's a butte, harassing innocent people.
Yes.
What's the story?
Our file number 15466. Double indemnity case, now officially closed. We paid out $50,000 to the widow of a subway accident victim named Remo Torch. This was 90 days ago.
So?
I'll now play you a recording I secretly made of an anonymous telephone call I was party to yesterday. Now listen carefully, Craig.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Roy Brennahan, please.
This is Roy Brennahan speaking.
I've got some information for you.
Yes?
Your company paid a $50,000 claim to a Mrs. Remo Torch 3 months ago. You remember it?
Of course, sir. Remo Torch fell to his death off a subway platform. What about it?
The claim was a fraud. It wasn't Remo Torch who fell under a train.
But his widow identified the body.
The identification was false.
Who are you?
A friend. Goodbye.
Mister, wait, don't hang up. Identify yourself, and there's a bonus. But my anonymous caller hung up, Craig, without identifying himself. I thought about it overnight, and today I called you in.
Oh, it could be a crank call or an envious relative with a weird sense of humor. You must get 1,000 crackpot telephone calls.
Yes, we do. We can't ignore them. Even if there's the smallest possibility
of recovering a paid-out claim. Yeah, I've heard about the insurance claims agents, the fanatical watchdogs you fellows get to be. You're hoping and praying I turn up a scheming widow and proof that a third party was pushed off that subway platform and the corpse palmed off on you as Remo Torch.
Handle this delicately, as if we have nothing to do with it. Like it's a case of your own.
I can't be too delicate about exhuming a body. I need to get a court order for that. So do you want to get yourself another boy?
No, I'll stick with you, Craig.
Or be stuck with me. 10%, Brennahan. Any monies I recover for good old Trans-Southern, earmark 10% for Barrie Craig. While waiting for red tape to unravel on the court order for exhumation of a corpse, I went to see the scheming widow. 169 Seneca Street was her last known address, a street where the drunks outnumbered everybody else. I ran into a very curious development at 169 Seneca. No Widow Torch. The janitor, who looked like his mind wandered, explained the widow's absence.
Widow Torch is dead. A dead policyholder and a dead, though rich, beneficiary.
I had quite a cast of live suspects. The next evening, I drove myself to the Hillcrest Cemetery on Sycamore Street out in Long Island, where the mangled remains of Remo Torch had been buried. I had a signed court order okaying exhumation to serve on the caretaker there, an old geezer named Sam Billings. Going through the big iron gate, I heard the night chimes. Night is a nice time to go calling on a graveyard if you hate yourself. Every superstition you had as a kid comes back to haunt you. You begin to see things and hear things. Going up a narrow path toward the caretaker's house, I heard things. A scream as if somebody was being murdered not 50 yards away. I got to the scream. It was the old caretaker Billings on the ground near an open grave in a dead faint. The caretaker came to, pop-eyed as if he'd seen the devil and clawing at me as if I was the devil. Quit it, Billings.
No, go away.
Keep choking me and I'll have to flatten you. I'm Barrie Craig, a confidential investigator, now concentrating on insurance. Now, if you can collect your wits, old man.
You're an investigator?
Who'd you think I was?
Him.
Him? Who?
The reason dead.
Makes sense, old man.
I was making my rounds like every night when I heard a noise. A noise I'll never forget if I live to be 100.
The odds are away against you, the hypertension you've got.
I turned to look, bringing my light close, and it was the lid of a coffin coming off, as if by itself.
Neatest trick of the century. And then what happened?
I lived to be 100.
We've already been through that.
Then the dead man got up and stood there, alive as you're standing here, all green under the moon.
How does the rest of the hallucination go?
I watched him go off, not making a sound, and walking in a funny little hop. And then...
You screamed and fainted dead away. The next thing you knew, you had your fingernails in my neck. Now get your bearings and throw a light on that coffin. I want to have a look.
See, the casket is empty.
Empty it is. So a stiff came to, forced the lid open, turned green under the moon, and then went on the town.
It's something to believe, but I saw it with my own eyes.
With that 20/20 vision you don't have, did you also see who dug him up?
Dug him up?
That's what I asked, if you'll really open your eyes. 6 feet of dirt piled in 2 neat hills on both sides of the grave. See it?
Yes.
To get out from under, your stiff needed a muscular accomplice on the outside. Who was supposed to be buried in that grave? I can't make out the name on the tombstone.
Torch. Remo Torch.
The case was coming to life, but literally. I left caretaker Billings to sleep off his jitters and got into my car. Driving down tree-shaded Sycamore Street, my headlights picked up a character moving along the sidewalk in a funny little hop. A funny little hop were exactly the words the caretaker had used describing his stiff who'd come alive. My man on the sidewalk was loping along like that, a kind of hop, skip, like a guy who had no control over his reflexes. I switched from brights to dims, slowed the car down to a crawl, and trailed him into a tavern, a big neon sign advertised as Barnstable Inn. I went in after him. My man wasn't after eats or bottle goods. He was out to make a phone call. I watched him thumb through a directory, then get into a booth. As soon as it was safe, I eased into the adjourning booth to hear what I could hear.
I must see you. At once, tonight. Well, you must come. In Burnside Park, near the fountain. I'll be there waiting for you.
I watched him start for the open door of the tavern. I checked the phone directory where he'd left it open and read off the name where his fingernail had left a line under it. Mrs. Verna Talbot, it said. 2580 Marydale Drive. A guy risen from the dead was dating a woman. I was right there in Burnside Park in a grandstand seat behind a row of bushes when they met. My man was hanging off to his side as if he wasn't really meeting the woman, but ambushing her. I could hear her high heels clicking toward him.
Hello, Mary.
What? Mary? You're calling me Mary?
Yes.
You're not who you said you were on the telephone.
No, I'm not. It was a ruse to get you to come. I'll come out of the shadows so you can see my face. Well,
Your face is chalk.
it's a dead face.
And your eyes.
They're dead eyes, Mary. I've been dead, but I've come back. I've come back to claim you, Mary. Mary, my wife.
Oh, you're insane. I'm not your Mary or your wife. I don't even know you. Let me go. Help!
He wasn't just claiming her, he was strangling her. I got busy. Let go of her, mister. Suppose we postpone introductions for later. He might have been risen from the dead, but he reacted to the old one, too, like anybody else. He was out cold, stiff, like rigor mortis had come back. While he slept it off, I revived the dame and questioned her. I'm Barrie Craig, an investigator, madam. I'd like a few honest facts and no ad-libbing. Remember, I probably just saved your life.
I'm grateful. The man is insane.
You acted as if you didn't know him.
I never saw him before in my life.
He's allegedly a Remo Torch.
He said he'd come back from the dead.
So far as we know right now, could be. If you don't know the man at all, why did you agree to meet him here?
He telephoned me and said he was Tom Avery. I've known a Tom Avery.
Your name is Mrs. Verna Talbot?
Why, yes. How did you know?
Never mind how. You live with your husband?
Yes, I do. But he mustn't know I came here to meet Tom Avery.
Jealous?
Yes. We get along badly, my husband and I. We're together, but we live separate lives.
Oh,
May I please go now?
sure. I don't see why not. I watched her melt into the night, half mink, half woman. Then I sat down to rest up, take stock, and wait. I'd sure found myself a bright way of making a living. There I was in a public park at 2 a.m., waiting for a corpse to rise for the second time in one night, this time out of dreamland. Remo Torch, or whoever he really was, slowly came out of the dreamland I'd rocked him into. He got up on his feet, rubbing his jaw where I'd clipped him. With a wild gleam in his eye and his teeth showing, as if he were getting set to jump me, I threw a gun on him fast. Don't try anything, Torch, or I'll prove to you that dead men bleed. Gonna do what I say, nice and cooperatively?
I'll do what you say.
My car's outside the park. We'll get into it and drive to my apartment.
To your apartment?
For a heart-to-heart talk. Shake your head and I turn you over to the cops. It's all the choice you've got right now, me or the cops.
I'll go with you.
I got him home with me okay and put him to bed. When he fell asleep, I handcuffed him to the bed and tied his feet. Then I showered and waited for daylight and a good morning chat with Lieutenant Trav Rogers at Willie's Coffee Pot.
I don't get half of what you told me, Craig.
Half's enough to hold you for now. Feed ghost stories to little boys a spoonful at a time, an old teacher of mine used to say. Just you run down a few items I asked, huh, pal?
You want me to find out when Mary Torch died?
And who signed the death certificate, and where was she buried? Phone me the minute you know.
Craig.
Yeah?
Being your blind helper, just how did I get so degraded?
The coffee's my treat. Have yourself a second cup, chum. Torch was wide awake when I got back from Trav Rogers. I untied his feet, but kept the handcuffs on. All recovered from your busy night, Torch?
What do you want with me?
I'll settle for the story of your life.
I can only remember the story of my death. I died August 28, 1951.
Okay, I'll play straight man. Go ahead and tell me the story of your death.
My last day alive was a Friday. After breakfast, I left home and my wife, Mary, to take a subway train downtown. In the subway, the express platform was crowded, as it always was. But waiting for my train, I could feel one man closest to me.
Why this one man?
He went everywhere I went.
What did he look like?
Seeing him was like looking into a mirror and seeing myself.
He resembled you?
This man who was always behind me was a man with my face.
Oh, go on.
He was behind me, this man with my face. A train was coming in. I heard its warning sound, and then I saw it come at me, hissing like an iron dragon with enormous eyes that held me spellbound. I tried to push back, but hands threw me forward into the jaws of the iron dragon. No! That's how I died, August 28th, 3 months ago. You don't believe the story of my death?
When I do, peddle me to Bellevue. That's how you were supposed to have died August the 28th last. That's the phony story in the Trans-Southern insurance files. You were supposed to have died like that, Torch, only you didn't. Somebody else did.
Somebody else did?
Yeah. The patsy whose remains were identified as Remo Torch. The poor devil who was really in that coffin you supposedly stepped out of last night. Excuse me. Barrie Craig speaking.
Barrie, this is Trav Rogers. Mary Torch died a month ago. A heart attack. And Eric Carter signed the death certificate. She was buried in Hillcrest Cemetery like her husband before her.
I got it. Thanks, Trav.
Can I be of any further service to you?
Yeah, you can. Send one of your boys over to my apartment. I've got a prize package I want under lock and key while I roam the world. I had the graveyard habit. There I was again at Hillcrest Cemetery, waving another court order at old caretaker Billings. This time with the name Mary Torch spelled out on it. Old Billings read the court order, sneaking a little foolish grin at me as he read.
Here's to be an order, Mr. Craig.
Can you round up a couple of diggers right away? They can build Trans-Southern for the labor.
It's easy to do.
For a guy hoodooed by the risen dead last night, you're looking mighty cheerful today. I'll bet a tombstone you solved the mystery of the empty coffin for yourself.
You're a discerning man, Mr. Craig.
You found a body somewhere. The body the real Remo Torch sneaked out of that coffin before he got into it. In time for you to come along and get an eyeful. I'm right, huh?
You're right. And I'm a foolish old man.
Where'd you find the body that was buried as Remo Torch?
Not 20 feet from where we're standing.
Show me.
Right here, by those flower beds it was. Buried shallow. Flowers had been tramped on, and I went to investigate. I saw the dirt had been turned over fresh, and then I noticed a foot. A foot sticking...
Cut. Leave something to my imagination. Now go round up those diggers. The slab of marble read Mary Torch. Two beefy gents were digging her up. They wore a look on their kisses that said they just loved to make an argument of it. They were the same team who'd buried the Mary Torch coffin only a month ago. To them, I was some creep undoing a work of art. Me and my court order. You've got the coffin exposed enough, men. Now use the crowbar on it. I soon got a look at the contents of the coffin.
No. Body, Mr. Craig. But the casket's full.
Full is the word, Billings. Full of rocks. The answer to the rocks was obvious. Mary Torch's death was a phony and ditto her burial. I found out how it was maneuvered by an entry in the cemetery record book.
It's the name of the undertaker you want?
Or whoever supervised the so-called burial.
Here it is. Mary Torch. And Eric Carter supervised the burial. Does the name mean something to you?
Does it? Eric Carter's the same joker who also signed the phony medical certificate. The great insurance swindle and how it was accomplished began to stitch into one piece. I had almost all the answers, enough answers anyhow, to parlay into a climax. Only somebody was working his own idea of a climax to Barrie Craig. I'd left Hillcrest through the big iron gates for the drive back to Manhattan. I switched on the ignition. Good thing the cemetery was convenient. It took all the fuss and bother out of my burial. Oh! Risen dead. I was getting a whack at the trick myself. I was dragging toward a light no bigger than an arrowhead, waiting for me somewhere at the end of a long sleep. And bells tolling morning, the bells were saying. And wake up, Craig. Wake up.
Craig, look at me.
And the voice. The face of someone I'd seen around the trail. Rogers. How did you come to die, Trev?
I didn't. And neither did you, the miracle is. You're in Shore Park Hospital. In emergency. A time bomb hooked to your starter cable. Step on the car starter and blow yourself up.
A gimmick with whiskers.
A long gray beard. It's an old murder device, moth-eaten, but they got you, Craig.
How bad am I?
You're one for Ripley.
I'm okay? Is that what you mean?
Just lacerations of the head and neck. Shock. You're wearing more bandages than King Tut. You're also minus an automobile.
I'll build Trans-Southern. Trev, get me out of here. I want Remo Torch back. As soon as I'm dressed, he and I are going bye-bye. I taxied Remo Torch across town to an address in my little black book. 2580 Merridale Drive. I'm reuniting you with the lady you made a scene over last night, Torch.
Yes, you.
Us. May we come in?
But,
You remember Remo Torch?
well, yes, of course. After last night, could I forget?
I guess not. Especially since he only tried to strangle you. It'd be even harder to forget him if you were his wife.
His wife. I'm Verna Talbot. My husband is George Talbot, a manufacturer's representative.
Hooray for employment. Is your husband around?
Yes.
Introduce him to us.
Very well. George,
Yes, Verna.
this is my husband, Mr. Craig.
That's him.
Him, Torch? Him who?
The man with my face. It's my murderer. My murderer. Get this madman off me.
Torch! No more of that. Let go of him. My apologies for my friend's behavior, Talbot. There does seem to be a superficial resemblance between you. Same general features, sort of.
Nonsense. This man's plainly insane.
Insane like a fox. I'd say Torch has a pretty shrewd idea of what he's up to. I'd even say he was trying to drive a couple of schemers crazy before the law caught up with them.
I don't understand a thing you're saying, Mr.
Craig. All Greek to you, huh? Suppose I spell it out and you see if you get the drift. Torch's wife had him marked for murder. The lady wanted to cash in his insurance and then marry her boyfriend, and Eric Carter. The boyfriend began following poor Torch around, waiting for a chance to knock him off. But Torch caught on to what was cooking and figured out a way of outsmarting the schemers. Drop the insanity pose, Torch, and tell them how you did it.
I hired an unemployed bit actor to wear my clothes and play at being me.
The actor came down the steps of Torch's house every morning, stopped at the same newsstand, then went into the subway to ride to his office, as Torch would. Am I right on that, Torch?
Yeah.
The device worked. You fell for it, Talbot, because you'd never actually met Remo Torch.
Did you say I fell for it?
I said just that. You pushed a stooge hired by Torch under that train. Madam here identified what was left of the stooge and collected her $50,000. But Torch was really alive and kicking all the time. How much does it take to coax a confession out of you, Mr. Eric Carter, alias Talbot? Or you, Mrs. Torch?
We're caught, Eric.
Are we, Mary? I rather think I have our little problem very much under control. Keep your hands as they are, Craig.
No good, Carter. How far do you think a gun's going to get you?
Oh, I told you we'd lose, Eric.
Stop whining, you fool.
Face it, Carter. The lady wants out. The way it's stacking, I'll bet she turns state's evidence. Now, drop that gun.
Get back, Craig.
I said drop it.
You crazy fool. Let go, Mike.
Oh. When you shoot somebody, Carter, be sure you keep possession of the gun.
Craig, I didn't mean to shoot you. It was an accident in the struggle for the gun. Craig, don't shoot me.
Tit for tat. In a minute, I'm going to pass out. I don't want you on the loose when I do. Tit for tat in the leg. Just enough to make you stay put.
Craig, no.
Torch.
Yes, Craig.
Call police headquarters. Rogers. Lieutenant Trav Rogers. Wake up from a long sleep, and there's the same face in front of you, like a pin-up on a wall.
Don't look now, Craig. But you're back in Shore Park Hospital. Emergency.
What's my medical complaint this time?
Bullet in your left thigh. You'll be out in a week. And limp for a month.
Oh, great.
Well, now that you're conscious, you want to talk.
Eric Carter masterminded the phony death and burial of Mary Torch. And also planted the time bomb.
1 minute, Craig.
Yeah?
You're forgetting you played the case very close to the vest. That you so far only told me about half of it.
Oh. That makes the conclusions I'm giving you a little puzzling.
A little incomprehensible.
How long did you say I lay over here?
A week.
Pull up a bed, Trav.
Pull up a bed?
I got a long story to tell you. As the conscientious officer of the law, I know you want to hear it. Weak as I feel, and long as the story is, I figure it will take about a week to tell. Good night, folks. See you next week.
You have been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. William Gargan stars as Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
There's a big house up the river that always has the welcome mat out, folks. Just drop in. Any old crime.
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. The streamlined confidential operator keeps a case file with a nod to police regulations and with an eye to posterity. A book of memoirs someday, you figure, to show your grandchildren you were full of hustle yourself once upon a time. You keep a well-detailed file. Case number so-and-so, the nature of the crime, the principal actors, the outcome. And page 1 stating by who and just how were you pulled into the felony in the first place. Take the file in my hand right now, numbered 113. Who asked me into the case reads Father Neptune. Father Neptune, old man C. Case I worked gratis. The old man didn't even throw me a fish. I'd been at a sailing over to West Side Pier, seeing a friend off. I hung around the docks for a while, walking off the champagne and canopies, and wondering what there is about a lonesome river at night that makes the little man inside you cry. Well, about that time, Father Neptune decided to take my thoughts off me and transfer them to a mermaid in the drink. A drowning mermaid, the way it sounded. Where are you? Oh, December is a great month for a dip into the river if you're a polo bear, but in I went. Hey, grab a hold of me. Hey, I didn't say a stranglehold. Cooperate your rescue, lady, or I'll have to. Okay, much as I hate to. On the pier, it took time to bring her to. I worked her arms, pump handle style, and water sprayed from her like a fountain. She finally came around to join the battle of the sexes.
You hit me.
To break your stranglehold. It's in the book.
What book?
How to save hysterics from drowning themselves and the rescuer.
Oh. You didn't have to hit me so hard. Oh, my jaw. Feel the welt.
Got my brand on it now. BC.
BC?
Barrie Craig. The initial man's ring I'm wearing left initials on your jaw.
You're crazy.
And cold.
Yeah, me too.
Pray it's pneumonia.
Well, why that?
There's no cure for a cold.
So?
There's a cure for pneumonia. Penicillin.
You are crazy.
You want an ambulance?
Definitely not.
A police wagon?
Don't you dare.
Then what?
Your place?
Is that proper?
How can I know? We've only just met, Barrie.
We got into dry things, and properly enough to rate a good conduct medal from the mayor. I got a hard, square look at my mermaid. Okay, a face and a figure that makes truck drivers water their whistles.
Penny for your thoughts.
I'm wondering.
About?
How many lies you're going to tell before you tell the truth.
No more than I can help, I promise.
Your name?
Susan Lynn.
What made you go for a swim?
But I can't swim.
That's what I mean.
I fell into the river by accident. I was walking and my foot caught on a loose board on the pier and...
Start all over again.
I wasn't pushed in.
No?
No. Fact is, I jumped in.
Why?
I'm like that. Peculiar. I get fed up with things.
Things like?
Nothing special, just life, men, the way the world is. I just get an uncontrollably morbid impulse, and then I'm sorry.
What if nobody happens along to save you for the next impulse?
Goodbye, Susan Lane. She wasn't much.
Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Hello. Have I got the right party?
Have you?
Well, I mean, are you the Joe who pulled the blonde out of the drink?
The name isn't Joe.
I followed you to your joint, white guy.
And my phone number?
Your name's in the bell, Barrie Craig, and your number's in the book.
I see.
Are you interested in hearing what I got to tell you?
I've heard nothing so far.
Well, open your ears, stupid. Hey, don't believe anything the dame tells you.
I don't.
What'd she tell you so far?
That dill pickles make her hiccup.
Okay, be a dope.
All right. She said she'd attempted suicide.
Baloney. She was tossed into the drink, picked up off the ground, and thrown to the fish.
You know that?
I saw.
Where do you fit into this?
We won't go into that. Another thing. Paste this song title in your hat. Sugarloaf Mama.
Sugarloaf Mama.
It's number one in the jukebox, you stupid. Where do you spend your nights?
Standing up in a closet to improve my posture.
Well, the song's the key to the whole deal with a girl. Now make like a detective. Goodbye.
I made like a detective with Susan.
All right, I did lie. Somebody attempted my life.
Who?
Oh, he wore a mask.
And why?
I don't know.
Oh, we're sure making progress.
I can't tell you what I don't know.
I suppose I might as well skip asking who was with me on the telephone.
Skip asking me.
The song, Sugarloaf Mama. What about it?
It's a huge popular success.
I heard.
I work for the music publisher who owns it. I'm a stenographer.
The publisher owns it, you say? Did the publisher also write the song?
Yes, but that's something now in dispute.
Between whom?
Mr. Sampson, the publisher, my boss, and a songwriter, Mervyn Marlowe. They're fighting a lawsuit over the song rights, over the profits.
And you come in where?
I'm a witness for Mr. Sampson.
Testifying to what?
That my boss never personally received a song submitted by Mervyn Marlowe. That it's our firm policy to return unsolicited manuscripts unopened.
Who's telling the truth? Your boss Sampson or this Marlowe?
You ask a lot of questions.
One of them may be trying to murder you.
Yes, I know.
Don't you care?
Do you?
What if I do?
Then you'll protect me and worry about me. Now, I want to get back into my clothes and go home.
Oh, here. Your duds. The radiator steam dried them. Use the kitchen.
Thanks.
And don't forget this.
This? Oh, my ring.
Say, it's quite a rock.
Don't be fooled. It's only a cheap Mexican diamond.
I'd never believe it. A lightning change of wardrobe, and we were on the street, arm in arm, like we've been engaged since the high school prom.
Call a cab, Barrie.
Taxi! Hey, taxi! Want company going home?
I was wondering when you'd ask me. Get in.
Don't try it, cousin.
Huh? You just say something?
I said stay out of my cab.
Now, wait a minute. Oh,
You were going to make a quarrel out of it?
that was before your gun.
Barrie.
The gun's pointing at me, Susan.
Yeah, relax, lady. All you stand to lose is his company.
What's my loss?
Skin off the top of your head. Now, I want 10 minutes before you phone the cops.
One favor, please.
What?
Do it to me over here, close to the left ear.
What's the gag?
You're not the first to take a liking to my head.
Oh. The rest of your head's still sore, huh?
And unhealed. If you're going to.
Sure. Close to the left ear.
You fall down and you get up. You're still the same guy, except that your legs have aged 10 years and your hat doesn't fit. While looking for a phone booth, I put one and one together. My anonymous caller and the kidnapping cab driver add up to one guy, the same guy.
Hello.
Give me Lieutenant Trav Rogers, please.
You've got him, Craig.
Oh, your voice is changing, Trav.
Should I worry?
Over losing a squeaky soprano?
Is this an official call, or are you just passing the time?
It's official.
What about?
Mayhem in December. I found a girl and lost her.
Sad. I can refer you to a Lonely Hearts Club.
A torpedo masquerading as a hacky put the snatch on her.
More facts, please.
Susan Lane, 5'2", blonde, blue eyes, wrinkled dress that needs ironing.
A wrinkled dress?
Stop prying into my inner life. The hacky, so-called, was heavy-set, meat-faced, with jowls like Pluto the dog. A brown and white taxi cab.
Did you get the license number?
No, I was about to when I fell down and hurt my head.
You were assaulted?
If there's a law against slugging confidential investigators.
There isn't. We hand out decorations for it here at headquarters. What danger's the girl in?
Catching a cold.
Catching a cold?
A permanent cold. Send out a general alarm, Trav. She's too beautiful to die.
Who isn't?
Now. No personality. Goodbye now. Eli Sampson, music publisher, occupied a building that looked like an inferiority complex. Calcimine streaks for paint. Outside windows with the dust of ages on them. And a broken-down staircase that made you feel like a dinosaur walking on eggs. The staircase was going to loom big in my future, as I soon found out. The first warning I had was a shot. Correction, 2 shots, and then a yell from an upper landing. A yell of bloody murder enough to freeze me in my tracks. I stood still automatically in the middle of the staircase, and that was my undoing. What sounded like a stampeding herd was coming smack at me.
Stop him! Stop him!
Him was a wild-eyed maniac who looked like he jumped out of a straight
Out of my way, you.
I'd love to oblige, but narrow like the staircase is, it's for bottlenecks.
I said out of my way.
I'll need time to shift to reverse.
Let me do it for you.
I got relocated in the world with splinters of railing stuck in me like toothpicks. And a guy standing solemnly over me. A janitor holding a mop and a soap bucket. A janitor out of a Mack Sennett comedy, flowing mustache and dressed in the top half of a cutaway, with a battered derby on his head, a brown derby.
You seem fully recuperated, my boy.
Not recuperated, only recovered. What was that railing tied together with? Pieces of string?
Iron glue. I myself performed the repairs. Here, I'll help you up.
Oh, don't bother. What are you made up for?
You refer to my elegance?
To the mop and the bucket.
A temporary condition, my boy. The mare is down, the mare is up.
Up being?
Stocks and bonds.
Oh.
I fluctuate as it fluctuates. You're staring at me?
Yeah, trying to place you. I've seen that odd kisser of yours before.
Along the stock exchange, perhaps?
No. Who did all that shouting on the upper landing?
It was me, summoning help.
Who got shot?
One Eli Sampson. The miscreant fugitive who butted you so unceremoniously.
You'll get nuts in your tongue, Lemaire. Mind if I leave you for Sampson?
Not at all. I'm in no mood to be interviewed today. The market is down.
I found Sampson in his office, fluttering his eyelids. How do you feel?
Dead.
That makes you a talking corpse. You got a career in vaudeville ahead.
Oh, that maniac Mervyn Marlowe murdered me.
Yeah. Burned your left wrist a little. Only a flesh wound. Not much damage for 2 point-blank pistol shots.
Oh, I'll lose the arm.
I'm sorry to disagree.
Well, then it's a miracle.
Yeah. Music publishers never die. They just fade away. Oh, here's the gun used on you. It was thrown down.
Yes, that's the gun the maniac terrorized me with. Give it to me. It's evidence for the district attorney.
I'll keep the gun a while.
But
I'm a licensed detective. This Mervyn Marlowe is a songwriter battling you in the courts?
A songwriter? A song thief?
He didn't write Sugarloaf Mama?
Lies. His claims are lies. Mervyn Marlowe can't even write his own name.
He can't shoot straight. That makes him kind of useless all around. Sampson.
Yes.
A girl, Susan Lane.
Susan Lane, my stenographer?
Your late stenographer, maybe. She's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? By whom?
Tough.
Hired by Mervyn Marlowe.
What motive would Marlowe have?
To shut her up. To stop her from testifying to the truth when we go to court.
The truth being?
That nobody here read his song manuscript or even opened the envelope.
How big is Marlowe's temptation to murder? Come on, Sampson. Don't shy at boasting.
Sugarloaf Mama is a gold mine. Sales in sheet music alone run over $100,000.
Motive aplenty to keep Blondie from testifying at all costs.
You'll kill Susan. You'll find her dead.
Where do I find Mervyn Marlowe?
In a garret in East Harlem, 3601 First Avenue. A crazy bohemian in a cold water garret with a piano.
3601 First Avenue. Call yourself an ambulance. Let that wound infect, and you'll be the one-armed wonder of the music publishing business. Before quitting the building, I looked up Lemaire, the janitor. I found him in the basement, washing up.
Welcome to my humble quarters, my boy.
Dry your face. I've got something to discuss.
Proceed.
You clean the offices as well as the halls?
Yes. The mockery of it.
Being able to use your master key as you are, you're no doubt well familiar with the contents of the offices?
I am, after a fashion, that is.
And after a fashion, also familiar with the contents of Desk.
Do I detect an innuendo that I snoop?
You detect.
Base and reprehensible slander, my boy. As of this moment, consider our discussion terminated.
This gun. Have you ever seen it before? You've seen it in Sampson's office, maybe? Okay, so we're going to play close mouth. This your locker? I asked, is this your locker?
It is.
Open it.
Why?
I want to total up the stamps, the scotch, clips, and rubber bands. Your day's haul, man.
You dare accuse me of the pettiest of thievery?
Yeah, I dare. You see, I placed your odd kisser where I'd seen it before, that is.
The south of France, was it?
The Rogues Gallery, it was. Weldon Lemaire, alias the Baron. And what snatching ladies' handbags, if not petty thievery?
Not so loud. I lose face with the building management.
Tell me what I want to know.
Yes. I have seen this precise pistol before.
Where?
In Mr. Sampson's desk drawer. The bottom left drawer, if my memory serves. You've cost me a pretty piece of change.
The blackmail you could have wrung out of Sampson. So it's Sampson's own gun, huh?
The old reprobate shot himself?
The old reprobate sure did. Visiting the rundown garret the songwriter Mervyn Marlowe lived in, I got a smell of trouble even before I asked in.
Who's there?
I didn't need X-ray vision to know a crackpot songwriter on the other side of the door was heeled with a gun.
Who's there?
I want to talk to you, Marlowe.
The door's unlocked. Come in.
Come in and nod hello to a gun. An old familiar situation. I came in, but with a bang. Oh! Marlowe was out cold with his fingers coiled around a gun. A gun I relieved him of. He came to, cursing himself. Stand away from the door the next time you invite a fly into the web, sucker.
Oh, you dirty
You won't make out. When you find it monotonous, tell me. Sampson used his own gun on himself.
You know that?
I don't go for a gag as obvious as Sampson's frame. Now get up, behave, and fill in the facts.
Sampson asked me to call on him for a talk. We had an argument. Sampson said if I didn't drop my lawsuit, he'd scandalize me as a mad dog murderer. I socked him one on the jaw, and Sampson grabbed a gun out of a desk drawer.
And?
He said he'd frame me if I didn't sign papers swearing my claims to Sugarloaf Mama were a fraud. He said he'd swear the gun was mine and that I'd come in to kill him, that he'd overpowered me and seized the gun after I'd fired at him. When I ran out, Sampson fired 2 shots, not at me.
At himself. He gave himself a flesh wound.
That's Sampson all over. Anything for $1.
$100,000.
Money belonging to me. He stole my song.
You'll have your day in court.
Yeah, with Sampson's lying stenographer perjuring herself for the boss.
Now that we're down to her, where is she?
Where is she? What are you talking?
Susan Lane was kidnapped.
Now what frame up?
You and Sampson are the interested parties. If she was for Sampson, she was against you.
So?
So only you'd have a motive in shutting off her testimony, it would appear. If you arrange the snatch, Marlowe, you're a sucker. Get out from under while you can.
Ring off. I had nothing to do with it.
How about an attempt on her life on the docks?
Nope.
You're incapable of it?
I'm capable of it, but I didn't do it.
You own a hat?
Sure, why?
Get it. I'm taking you to headquarters.
What for?
You'll only land on the floor again. To protect you against yourself. That wild gleam in your eye belongs under temporary lock and key.
I spent years writing a song, picking my brains, days, nights, starving in this filthy, infested hole. So that swindler Sampson...
That's just what I mean. The fire night you're cooking at, you've got to explode. If you're really innocent of anything so far, I want to keep you that way. Walk in front of me. At police headquarters, Lieutenant Trav Rogers had sensational news.
Susan Lane. We think we found her.
Where?
A shack up near Gun Hill Road, overlooking the railroad yard.
But how?
Let's go get her, shall we? I'll tell you how another time.
It was Susan Lane on the attic floor of a seedy-looking frame dwelling, trussed hand and foot and dead to the world.
She's asleep. Here's how we were tipped to her whereabouts.
The telephone?
The receiver's off the hook. The girl squirmed enough to roll against it and knock the receiver off.
The operator became suspicious and called police?
Right.
Help me untie her, Trev.
I've got a pocket knife.
Hey, Susan, wake up. Susan, it's me, Barrie. Oh, she seems dopey.
An overdose of sedatives, I'd say. See how the pupils of her eyes dilate? Somebody figured that sleep, she couldn't make a disturbance.
Where am I?
In the arms of the law, baby.
I've never seen you this romantic, Craig.
I've always had a soft spot for struggling stenographers. Let's all ride downtown now, huh? Riding downtown on the West Side Highway with Trev Rogers thumbing his nose at speed laws, Susan came around to 100% of herself to lean against me contentedly, purring like a kitten.
I feel so good.
You're making Trav's bachelorhood an awful load to bear.
Hand holding will only get your palms sweating, Don Juan. Suppose we talk about the case, Craig.
You talk.
Samson and Marlowe. One of them hired the kidnapper.
What could Samson's motive be?
The same motive he had in shooting himself. Frame and discredit Marlowe in advance of their trial over that song.
Possibility.
But you don't buy it?
Not right away. Oh, take that exit and pull up to Pier 41.
What for?
It's the pier where the case began. Began for me.
Some clue you missed there?
Reconstruct the crime. Isn't that standard approved routine?
All right, Brain. Pier 41.
Susan.
Yes?
Follow me. I'll need your help.
All right.
It began about here. I heard a cry for help. Is this about where you were when a masked somebody threw you into the river?
Yes, I think so.
Good. Now, let's reenact it. Stand facing the river.
Yes?
I'm the masked mister. I steal up behind you, grab a hold. Don't be ticklish. I hoist you into the air, so...
Craig, do you have to be that realistic?
Oh, I have to be. How else can I heave a cute little bundle like Susan into the drink?
Craig, you maniac, she can't swim.
Oh, can't she?
But you saved her life in the first place.
Yeah, that's what she wanted me to think. That was the hook, and I swallowed it. She can't swim, huh? Look at that Australian crawl.
She swims like a fish.
Yeah, good old will to self-preservation. I was counting on that to convict her.
What was her game?
Dramatize herself. Big. Make out her life was being attempted. To bleed Samson for a big slice of those song profits. More than she's already got.
Already got?
When she climbs back on the pier, gander at a hunk of so-called Mexican jewelry she's wearing. Appraise the ring at Tiffany's and find out what a bonanza stenography can be for a smart girl.
Samson gave her the ring?
A down payment for her perjury.
But if the blackmail was set up so good, why embellish it with phony attempts on her life? And the kidnapping.
Fear. Marlowe could gun for her, for lying for Samson. Ditto Samson to keep her from telling the truth. The truth being that Marlowe wrote Sugarloaf Mama.
So?
So by making herself a police problem, or my problem, that is, she scared Samson and Marlowe from daring to harm her.
Clever. Oh, here she comes.
Oh, hello, baby.
Oh, that was contemptible of you, Barrie.
A flaw in my character. So sorry. Just by the way, who was the atrocious kidnapper?
Oh, my brother. Oh, I'm cold.
Where do you suggest we go?
Your place?
No, it really wouldn't be proper this time. I'd be pinched for sequestering police property. Case solved. Only Trav Rogers didn't let me just walk away from it. At his insistence, I had it dragged down to headquarters to hunt and peck away at a typewriter.
How's your detailed police report coming along, Barrie?
I'll be a month at it the way I type.
Sad.
Why are we so suddenly so clerical?
Regulation. Section 6, paragraph 4, governing confidential operatives, states...
Spare me. But why in such a confounded hurry? Why right away tonight? I've got flight tickets for St. Nick's.
Susan Lane's under arrest. Thanks to you. I can't just book her, not without a precise stipulation of charges.
Then get me a competent typist.
Sorry, they've all gone home. Patience, Barrie. Just put one word after another.
All this for a case I worked without a fee yet.
Oh, by the way.
What?
Speaking of fees, the fact is, Miss Lane was sporting enough to worry about that.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. She said you were working for her, even though it did boomerang for her. She hates to see you go empty-handed, she says.
Sweet of her.
Isn't it? Lacking funds, she gave you her dearest possession, her finest jewel, this ring.
Hey, why, Trev, the rock's worth 5 G's if it's a penny.
I'm sure. And now, if you'll hand it back.
Hand it back? What for?
Regulations governing extorted property. The girl, unfortunately, came by the ring dishonorably.
You kill yourself. Good night, folks. See you next week.
You have been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. Tonight's story, Song of Death, was written by John Robert. Next week, it's the strange story titled Death of a Private Eye, about which Barrie Craig has this to say.
Next week, I'm hired to help a man pay a visit, but discover instead that my client has a visitor first. That visitor being death. See you next week, folks.
Featured in the role of Susan was Amzie Strickland. Barrie Craig, starring William Gargan, was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is Don Pardo speaking.
Now enjoy Meredith Wilson's Music Room on NBC.
William Gargan stars as Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
I knew a murderer once who was planning to get married. So he killed a man for money enough to furnish a house. It didn't work out, though. All he got was the chair.
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. It gets dark early these days. It's always cold, and a confidential investigator's business dies a slow death. Maybe it's because the weather discourages romance. Wives stay home knitting. Husbands decide the blonde wasn't born who's worth a trip through the icy city. So I'm in the office pretending to go through the files, trying to keep the corpse warm. The buzzer buzzes, and I look up. Maybe I think it'll be a fireman. It's open. If it is, he forgot to bring the fire with him.
You, Craig?
I'm Craig. Sit down.
Yeah. Kinda cold out.
That's why I'm still here, Mr.
Hearn's the name. Joe Hearn.
How do you do?
Are you in a position to take on a job?
A job for when?
Tonight.
Oh, you're lucky. It so happens I'm free tonight. Now, if you'd wanted me to go to work tomorrow, you'd still be lucky. I'd be free then, too. What's the matter, Pop?
Huh? Oh, nothing, just cold. I ain't so young anymore.
Who is? This job for tonight, what's it about?
It's just that I want you to go along with me to
to pay a visit.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah, I used to have one of those.
What? Oh, investigator's license?
Yeah. Nothing but a night watchman now, though. Job won't take more than a couple hours. Would $25 be enough?
Sure.
Here, I got the dough with me. It's out on Staten Island.
Ouch.
It ain't too bad. You can stay inside on the ferry. You better meet me around 8:30, hmm?
Okay.
Down in the Bay Drive corner, Western, 8:30. Place we're going to is maybe a 5-minute walk from there.
Bay Drive and Western, 8:30.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll see you later, huh?
Oh, Mr. Hearn.
Yeah?
$25 for company on a visit is a little on the rich side for you, isn't it?
Yeah, but on this visit,
Yeah?
I want to make sure I don't get killed.
Mr. Hearn didn't pause to explain. I started after him, shrugged my shoulders, went back to the desk, and put my files away. A client's got a right to his privacy. I wondered how I'd like being a night watchman if I ever washed up as a private eye. I decided I wouldn't and headed for a hamburger joint instead of a steakhouse for dinner. The ferry had been fine, but Bay Drive turned out to be right on the bay. I didn't care for the result. I was maybe 3/4 of a block away from the intersection of Bay Drive and Western when the car passed me. The street didn't run to many lampposts, and the pedestrians were all home. I didn't think the car's driving without lights was accidental. I began to run. I could see Joe Hearn shuffling his feet, trying to keep warm on the corner. The car moved in fast, and... Then it went away. No license plates. I got to where Hearn was hugging the pavement and bent over him. He'd given up trying to keep warm. He'd never be warm again. Bay Drive ran parallel to the water. Nothing was below it except a crooked shoreline and the cold darkness of the bay itself. I'd flagged a passing car and had the news phoned in. After a while, Joe Hearn had a spotlight on him, the undivided attention of a half a dozen cops and a nervous intern. Joe Hearn wasn't particularly interested.
Barrie?
Welcome to Staten Island, Lieutenant Rogers.
Thanks. I could use a red carpet for a windbreak. Hearn hired you to help him pay a visit. To whom?
Me, I would have said to who.
That's an interesting sidelight on your grammar. Doesn't tell me anything, though.
That's because I don't know anything. Hearn wasn't giving out information.
Hearn was a night watchman for the coastlines. He worked in one of their warehouses.
Near here?
Half an hour's walk.
No help there. His date was closer.
His date has been canceled. Nobody spotted the car, Barrie.
Probably put the lights on again once it got a few blocks away. Trav, were your men able to dig up anything on Hearn's actions just before he wound up here?
Landlady at his boarding house said he had dinner there. He stopped off at a place called Old Tyrol for a beer. I spoke to the manager, a man named Grunner. Wound up with nothing. Hearn always had a beer there on his way to work. That's it?
Yeah, I hope he enjoyed his beer. They finished with the chalk marks and the flashbulbs. Hearn wasn't a heavy man. They had no trouble rolling him onto a stretcher and taking him away. The last I saw of him was a pair of tired shoes. The right one had a hole in it. I thought maybe I'd try the beer at the Old Tyrol. I wasn't fooling anybody. The $25 in my pocket was bothering me. I hadn't earned it. The place was full of people. The waiters were girls dressed in costume. I suppose their bare knees improved the customers' appetites. I hope nobody would start yodeling.
Good evening, sir. You want a table, maybe, huh?
Well, I'm looking for Mr. Gruner.
I am Gruner.
My name's Craig, Barrie Craig.
Yeah?
I'm working for Joe Hearn.
But the man is dead, no?
I'm still working for him. I'm a confidential investigator.
It is very sad what happens to Mr. Hearn, but I have already told the police everything I know.
Suppose you tell me all over again.
I do not know exactly what confidential investigator means, but I am a friend of the police captain here in the district.
That's nice.
He would not like it that I am disturbed.
Hearn didn't like trying to breathe through the blood in his lungs.
You do not make yourself very pleasant. I will not talk with you more.
No?
Please, you will let go of me.
How many murdered men have you ever looked at, Mr. Gruner?
I say you let
They're
go.
They're not pretty. Mostly they die with their eyes open. Killer's got so little time he doesn't bother shutting their eyes. And what you see in a murdered man's eyes isn't pleasant, Mr. Gruner. There's nothing much anybody can do about it except turn up the killer. That's what I'm trying to do.
I understand. I wish to help, only...
Yeah. You own this building?
Yeah.
Coming, I noticed it had 2 stories. What's upstairs? More restaurant?
No. It is storerooms and things like that.
Things like that. Mind if I take a look?
Why do you wish that?
Maybe I'm thinking of retiring and opening a restaurant with storerooms upstairs.
It is closed upstairs. I cannot permit you...
Never mind.
Yeah. No, if you excuse, I go to work. But perhaps you will be a guest of the management, huh? The Wiener Schnitzel here is very good.
So's the beer, I understand. No, thanks. For some reason, I can't think of what it is exactly. I haven't got an appetite. Good night, Mr. Gruner.
Welcome to the Bay Drive precinct, Barrie.
Hello, Trav.
How's the beer at the old Tyrol?
What makes you think I've been there?
We've met before. You're bothered about Hearn.
Sure. I owe him $25 worth of investigation.
Uh-huh. Worrying about money?
What else?
I won't tell anybody you're sentimental, Barrie.
Thanks. I'll keep quiet about your reading books.
That makes us even. What'd you find out, if anything, at the old Tyrol?
Nothing. You?
You gave us the fact that Hearn was a private eye once upon a time.
So?
Reason he quit was because the commission revoked his license.
They must have had a reason.
They had.
A good one?
Not too good. But they couldn't help themselves. Happened around 10 years ago.
You going to talk without prompting?
The way it went was Joe Hearn had an office downtown, on the waterfront. Had a lot of jobs for shipping outfits. Was doing pretty well. Until he testified against a man named Pete Solder.
They had a law then about testifying against men named Pete Solder?
The charge against Solder was smuggling. His lawyer brought in a lot of witnesses. In the higher income brackets, Barrie.
That made them good witnesses?
Well, it helped. The case against Solder was shot full of little holes. Hearn almost got himself charged with perjury.
Was Solder guilty?
Sure. Ran gambling houses, too. He was deported a few years later. But at the time of the trial, his guilt couldn't be proved.
So Hearn had his license taken away.
Was that or a perjury charge?
Trav, let me have a list of the witnesses that testified for Solder, huh?
Yeah, I've got it here.
Thanks.
Gruner isn't on the list.
No. Thanks, Trav.
You leaving?
Uh-huh.
And going where?
Back to the waterfront.
Got a lead?
No.
But you're going anyway. All for $25?
No. I keep remembering Hearn's shoes.
What about them?
They had holes in them. I went back to the corner of Bay Drive and Western. The cops were gone. Hearn was gone. The only thing left was a blood stain on the pavement. Not much to show for a lifetime. I remembered what Hearn had told me. His visit was to a place 5 minutes from Bay and Western. It wouldn't have been back along the way I'd come. It couldn't be down Western to the water. It might have been up Western going inland. It might have been along Bay Drive where it hugged the shore. I'd invest 5 minutes along the shore. Hearn's life had been played near water, and it ended there. 5 minutes was a small investment. But Bay Drive died on me. In 5 minutes, a high brick wall stared at me. I backed up away from it, and there was a house rising above the wall, set deep behind it. Maybe it was the wind that lifted the small hairs out of the back of my neck. I found a gate in the wall. There were lights in the house.
Who's that?
Open the gate.
Sure, I'll open. Now what?
I'm paying a visit to the house.
What time do you think it is?
2:30 in the morning.
It's no time for visiting. Everybody's asleep.
The lights are on.
They're nervous up at the house. They sleep with the lights on. Now.
No.
Listen, I don't want to get rough.
I'm visiting.
Oh, you're on your way out.
Now.
Hey.
You nearly broke my arm. Keep your hands out of your pockets. I'm not interested in your gun.
I wasn't.
You mean you're not? The house, huh?
Okay. I don't know what you think you're doing.
Paying a visit. You announced me as Craig.
Craig?
Yeah, Barrie Craig.
Hey, you're a private eye.
Confidential investigator sounds more expensive.
What are you so kind of edgy tonight?
Maybe I'm always edgy.
Dodging in on Mrs. Warren like this won't do you any good, though.
I'm not looking for any good. What's your name?
Dolan.
Got a license for that gun you're carrying?
What's the matter? You got a license complex or something?
Forget it. That gun been used recently?
You keep hopping on my gun. Lay off. I ain't been off the grounds all night.
I didn't ask you. Mrs. Warren run to a butler?
He goes to bed early.
All right. Get back to the gatehouse.
Oh, wait a
I said get back.
You like to throw your weight around, don't you?
I've got plenty of it.
Yeah. Only one thing. There's just so much I'll take, and then...
And then?
Nothing.
Dolan, what?
I'm not Dolan.
So I see.
The name's Barrie Craig. Mind if I come in?
That might depend on just who Barrie Craig is.
Well, he's a confidential investigator. He's got an office in the city, a license under glass, and,
And?
a necessity for visiting.
Does it happen often?
No,
Well, I suppose there's no harm in indulging you, Mr. Craig.
that's up to you.
Would you go away if I asked you to?
No.
Come in, Mr. Craig. It's a strange hour for a visit, Mr. Craig.
You're up, Mrs. Warren?
I keep strange hours. Why did you come here?
A man named Joe Hearn was shot to death a little while ago.
Oh, but...
He was a private eye once upon a time. More recently, he's been a night watchman. Right now, he's dead.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I suppose investigators are all fine men.
They bleed when they're shot, and when they've bled long enough, they die.
That was hardly necessary.
People don't always realize. Big house you've got here.
Yes.
Around 8:30 tonight, you were where?
I don't really see why I should answer your questions.
Do you mind answering?
Of course not.
Then,
8:30, I was here. I may have been reading.
alone?
My husband's dead.
Oh.
The butler goes to bed very early. But of course, there's Dolan.
There's always Dolan. The grounds run right down to the water's edge, don't they?
They do.
You're a beautiful woman, Mrs. Warren.
Right. Thank you.
Beautiful and rich. Why did you let me walk through your front door?
Meaning that I didn't have to?
I'd put it that way.
But perhaps I wanted to.
Was it my hand-tailored suit or my polished manners?
Your polished manners. Or perhaps the hat you're wearing. It's still on your head.
In the trial of a man named Pete Solder a number of years ago, another man named Thomas Warren testified on Solder's behalf.
Thomas Warren was my husband.
I know. Thomas Warren's testimony helped a private investigator named Joe Hearn lose his license.
Oh, we're back to that.
We never left it. It was that Joe Hearn who died tonight.
What possible interest could I...
Solder knew lots of people like the Thomas Warrens. He must have had something.
I hardly knew him.
You must have been what, 18 at the time? A few years older when Solder was deported? Did you still hardly know him then?
I'm trying to understand why you're asking me these questions.
Hearn was killed a few minutes after he left a restaurant and bar called the Old Tyrol. It's run by a man named Gruner. He keeps his supplies upstairs behind drawn blinds and with the lights on.
I know nothing about the Old Tyrol or a man named Gruner. Mr. Craig, why don't you take your hat off?
Why should I?
Perhaps because I want to see what your hair is like.
I'm not a cop. Those rooms upstairs at the restaurant could be used for gambling. I wouldn't be interested. Except that Pete Solder ran a string of gambling houses.
You're very stubborn. I'll take it off for you.
This is pretty quick, isn't it?
You're very real, Mr. Craig. Very real and disturbing.
I still think it's pretty quick.
You underestimate yourself. The world's full of little men, half-men. You're exciting.
I'm not buying.
What?
It's a nice performance, but your price tag's showing.
Well, you...
No.
Oh, my wrist.
All right, just as soon not be slapped. Not even by a beautiful woman. Let's get back to the gambling houses.
If you don't mind, I'll show you to the door.
You mean he's had time enough by now to get away? Yeah. Too late. The car's gone. Very nice, Mrs. Warren.
Would you please leave?
You stalled me just long enough, didn't you, to let him get out of here?
I don't know who you're talking about.
No? But Hearn did, Mrs. Warren. Hearn did. I left. Dolan didn't try to stop me. I hadn't expected him to. Out in the bay, the boats lay at anchor, rocking with the tide. The Old Tyrol was still open for business. I gave it mine. Out in the restaurant, a handful of people made tired passes at food. The bar was doing better. The bartender had a very high-class assistant. Hey.
Yes, sir. What will it... Mr. Craig.
Hello, Mr. Groner.
You are back again. Huh?
Yeah. Surprised?
What is it you want now?
Let's not disturb the bartender. Let's go where we can talk.
I do not wish to go...
Sure you do. Only you don't realize it yet.
I still say...
Groner, you know where I've been?
It is not my business.
I've been visiting Mrs. Warren.
It means nothing to me. Who is Mrs. Warren?
A lady with a lawn sloping right down to the shore of the bay.
So?
Yeah.
We, go to my office.
Fine.
He's upstairs.
No objection. Right up among the storerooms, huh?
Oh. Yeah.
You didn't hit those yeahs hard enough. What you really mean is that you're closed up for the night. Upstairs.
You say things which I do not understand.
Never mind.
My, office is here.
Very pretty.
You do not come to admire my office. Mr. Craig, what is it you wish to say to me?
How well did you know Joe Hearn?
I hardly knew him at all.
He stopped in every night for his beer. It must have been more than a casual thing.
No.
The cops know better.
Well, what I meant is that, of course, I knew Mr. Hearn, but not very personal, you understand.
I understand. You served him his beer tonight?
Yeah, an old customer.
And while he was drinking that beer, what did he tell you?
Nothing, except how the weather is and...
Yeah?
And that is all.
A couple of boys chatting about the weather. No, Groner.
What do you mean, no?
I don't like your answer.
Please.
I'm not being brutal, just making sure you stay with me. Groner, what did Hearn tell you tonight?
I'm not well. Please.
You're just beginning to feel sick. It'll get worse, Groner.
I am not concerned.
I'll tell you what you and Hearn talked about. Hearn mentioned the fact that on his way to work, he always passed the Warren estate. He told you that when he passed it last night, he saw someone go in that estate. Someone whose face he had a very good reason to remember. Isn't that what he told you?
No. No, I swear to you.
No? Why deny it with such excitement, Gruner? Why swear to me? Because you know what it means, don't you? That's why you're so anxious to get out of it, isn't it, Gruner?
I say nothing.
Let's go back to storytelling. Hearn told you that. He also told you he was going to pay a visit with a private eye. Me. Although he wasn't mentioning names, was he?
No.
Don't be so anxious to agree with me on unimportant things. Hearn finished his beer and left. And what did you do?
Nothing.
Nothing except make a little phone call to a lady, Gruner.
Yeah.
They've got a funny law. Roughly, it says that if you know about a murder and don't talk, you go to the chair right alongside of the man who actually pulled the trigger.
I know about this.
Maybe you think it's unfair. You'll go right on thinking that until they shoot the high voltage through that fat body of yours.
I know nothing.
You phoned Mrs. Warren. You passed on what Hearn had told you.
Maybe I did. It is not against the law.
What did you think would happen with that information, Gruner? What do you think did happen?
It is not of my doing.
They got to Hearn before I met him. He didn't die very pleasantly. I'm angry about that.
Please, Mr. Craig, you are hurting it.
Try breathing with lungs full of blood sometimes. That hurts more. Who did Hearn tell you he saw entering Mrs. Warren's estate last night?
You let go of me, and I tell you.
Thanks.
I wish that it is on the record that I did not know what will happen.
It'll be on the record. Now stop washing the blood off your hands and talk.
All right. Then I speak. The man Hearn sees who goes into the Warren estate...
Get out! Gruner! Nice shooting, Dolan. Come out from behind that door. I've had a bead on it since we came into the room. The angle's wrong for you. Come out from behind that door, Dolan.
Okay.
Hold it. Drop the gun. Now, keep coming.
Hey, what?
I said keep coming to me. Or do you want to find out if I shoot straight?
Oh. I'll keep walking.
That's fine. Now stop. Turn around. Back to me. Face that door you just came out of.
Yeah.
Now, you start back to the door, Dolan.
What's the idea?
One dead private eye is enough for tonight. So we play it this way. Start walking. I'll be right behind. So if anybody gets nervous and starts shooting, I'll see to it that you don't fall down when you get shot.
You can't do this to me.
I'm doing it. Keep walking.
But he'll shoot.
The boy in the room you came out of? That was the idea, wasn't it? You were coming in. I was supposed to think you'd been alone. I wouldn't be watching the next room. I'd make a nice target. But I like you better as a target.
No.
Kick the door open all the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Better. Much better. Hold it, Dolan. As for you, you can try shooting it out with me. Not much of a chance for you, though. Or you can drop your gun and hope. You may stay alive a little while longer that way till a jury gets around to you. What shall it be, Mr. Solder? Mr. Solder, Mr. Pete Solder, dropped his gun and surrendered to the authorities. I dropped him in Lieutenant Rogers' lap. The lieutenant dumped him in a cell, and then...
He'll keep for a while. Not too long. He's turning spoiled right now. But Pete Solder, after all these years...
Yeah.
Funny, he sneaked back into the country and might have got away with it. But the place he picks out turns out to be the one place he should have stayed away from.
He had no way of knowing Joe Hearn's route to his job took him past Mrs. Warren's estate.
No. So Hearn saw him and what?
I'm not sure. He wanted me to come with him when he visited the Warren estate. He wouldn't tell me why.
If he'd come to us, he'd be alive now.
Yeah, but he was too bitter, I guess. He wanted to make a citizen's arrest himself. Get back to Solder for all the years, the worn-out shoes, the tiredness. It might have worked out if he hadn't talked to Gruner.
Gruner, who ran a gambling dump upstairs in his restaurant, who had a tie-in with Solder. And that was it. But, what led you to it?
Little things, mostly. Something Hearn came across on his way to work led to his death. The Warrens had figured in the reports on Solder's trial. A small boat could land on the estate without being seen. And Dolan said something about this being a night where a private eye would be edgy. But he had no way of knowing about Hearn unless he'd had a hand in his death.
Well, it's all washed up. What are you doing the rest of the night, Barry?
Go home and... No. I earned my $25. I'm going out and spend it.
On what?
A steak. Good night, folks. See you next week.
You have been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. William Gargan stars as Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Did you ever wonder, folks, how a certain species of blonde can breathe in spite of a heart of stone?
The National Broadcasting Company presents William Gargan in another transcribed drama of mystery and adventure with America's #1 detective, Barrie Craig, confidential investigator.
Barrie Craig speaking. A confidential investigator occupies a kind of strategic position in law enforcement. He can mix with an element a regular department cop is obliged to scorn, if not arrest on sight. Like a cop, the confidential operator is on the side of the angels, but he can work for the devil, like I did, not too voluntarily once upon a crime. The case came at me in broad daylight at the foot of Father Duffy's statue on Broadway. The first I knew of it was a gun in my ribs.
Freeze, Shamus, and don't let out a peep.
A tough right out of a B-movie, with a reek to him like he ate garlic for candy. Is it a gun or a monkey wrench, Sonny?
Bleed and find out.
A line of dialogue like that you ought to copyright.
Hey, you're talking yourself to death.
Shut my mouth.
See that car in the corner?
The green and white job that reads PD?
Not the police car, smart guy, the one behind it.
Oh, the hot limousine.
It ain't hot. It was bought legitimate.
Pardon me.
Go get into it.
Times must be hard for you to get down to me.
This isn't a snatch.
Then what is it?
You'll find out. In with you. Give her the gun, Needles. And off the big street, first turn you can make.
Heading downtown, I tried for a peek into my future. Who was it?
Who was who?
Hired you to work over me.
You're sure in a sweat, Shamus.
It's my memories coming back. A lot of guys resent the free room and board I arranged for them up the river.
You're guessing wrong.
Oh, I'm relieved. Or am I?
I'm gonna blindfold you now.
A cigarette test?
Now, why ain't you a comedian?
Right now, I wish I'd picked the occupation.
Hold steady. Can't see, can you?
Can't even breathe. Why include my nose in a blindfold?
Breathe through your mouth, like me.
I haven't the adenoids for it.
Yeah, another crack, I'll rock you to sleep. Now shut up and enjoy the ride.
I could guess our general destination by the odor. A New Yorker develops a nose for local geography. Front Street somewhere, off the East River. The Fulton Fish Market couldn't be too far away.
You're going down cellar steps, so hold on to a rail.
I've got the rail.
In with your shamus.
Hey, was that push necessary?
Here's your pigeon, boss.
Good work. Take the blindfold off.
I second the motion.
Hello, Craig.
Wait till the fog lifts. Not Sam Stacy.
Surprised?
I'm shocked at the lousy reporting this town gets. The headlines have you in Acapulco and China.
The papers have been crucifying me. Mad dog killer Stacy. Where do they come off with that stuff?
A guy named Crowley wasn't only dead. A bullet in his brain, plus his head caved in, plus his features smeared and his clothes gone to make identification impossible, plus being drowned in Long Island Sound. You put your heart in your work, Stacy.
I didn't kill Crowley.
Nobody will believe you.
Sure. I'm a dog with a bad name. Grab Stacy, hang the frame on him.
Okay. Start lying at me.
Lying?
Isn't that why I'm down here with the smell of fish and rats?
Why, you... Maxine, lay off.
Maxie insults easy.
Stop baiting him, Craig. He's a hothead.
I must remember to cool him off someday. I'm waiting to hear the lie.
There was bad blood between me and Crowley, sure. I never made a secret of it. Crowley began taking horse bets on my side of the street. Like a chump, I shot off my mouth publicly where stoolies could pipe my remarks to the cops.
Shut off your mouth about what you were going to do to Crowley.
That's right.
But you didn't.
I didn't get a chance to.
You tried to, however.
Yeah. I'll give you the truth with nothing held back.
At your own risk. Under these circumstances, I don't regard it as confidential.
The day before Crowley was fished out of the river, I trailed him to Obermeyer's boathouse over on the north shore of Long Island. But...
What's the big but?
Crowley shook me. I watched for him in my car off the pier, figuring he'd come walking right into my gun. He never came off the pier. He took off by motorboat.
That's your story?
It's the honest truth.
Why are you crying at me?
Get whoever beat me to Crowley. Get me in the clear. I'll pay you a fat fee.
If you live.
I'll live.
I've got a hot flash for you. There's a shoot-to-kill order out for you.
I'm in Acapulco, China.
Only I know different now.
You mean you'll finger me?
I mean.
It's a chance I'll have to take. The way it stacks, you're my only chance.
Why not let me surrender you alive?
No good. I'd hate myself in the hot seat. Maxie.
Yeah, boss?
Dump Craig somewhere.
Crease him a little?
A little. I can't risk you being able to pinpoint my hideout, Craig, if you decide against me.
I've been hit on the head before.
I don't want Craig injured, Maxie.
Just like you say. A big break for you, shamus.
I came to with the 3rd Avenue L roaring through my head. I was on a stoop front, tilted at an angle, my hat down over my eyes, and an empty pint bottle at my feet, like a bum sleeping off a bottle of paint remover. Sensitive Maxie had a sense of humor after all. I found a note pinned inside my coat. Craig, I've got a wife and kids. Please, Stacy. Pinned to the note was a $1,000 bill, a retainer. A wife and kids. If it was a lie, it was a good one. It was about the only way Stacy could hook me as a helper. Looking to hail a cruising cab, I got a first-hand view of Metropolitan Police efficiency. A familiar flavor that breezed so close it flicked lint off my trousers.
Barrie Craig.
Lieutenant Trav Rogers.
Climb in.
Must I?
It's an order.
Where are we going?
To make a police entry that you've been recovered safe and sound.
What's the gag?
You tell me. You were reported as kidnapped 2 hours ago.
Joke.
I'm not in the habit of wasting official time on practical jokes. A Broadway news vendor with a stand across from Father Dovey's statue phoned in a report that a gunman picked you off the sidewalk and took you for a ride.
Nice to know our great big city is on its toes.
I anticipated the worst. I have my men checking hospitals, ditches, cellars, and the morgue.
Tell them they can go back to playing pinochle.
Craig, what was it about?
About?
The snatch.
Oh. Trav, I wish I could tell you, only...
Only?
I got hit on the head. Here, feel the lump.
So?
So I don't know anything. I got a touch of amnesia from the blow.
Craig?
Let me out at the corner, huh? Like a sweetheart. I got an important engagement with a boathouse. Overmeyer's boathouse looked like a wreck washed ashore by a hurricane. Scrap iron, old anchors, piles of rusted junk. Like Overmeyer never threw anything away. Boats for rent, hour, day, or week, the sign read. Hello?
Here,
Oh, you rent motorboats?
you can read.
Sassy at your age, and you won't make out with St. Peter.
What do you want?
Civility.
Ain't got any. Rent boats.
Who's kidding who? Brace yourself for a shock, Overmeyer.
I don't have to. You're a detective.
It shows.
Big feet, bad jokes, and a swelled head. Now, what you after?
A murderer.
You won't find him here.
The victim was a man named Crowley, a man you rented a boat to.
I ain't never murdered a customer.
Do you have some reason for being a little slippery, Grandpa?
See through it, do you?
Like through glass.
I've got a reason. $200.
Meaning?
The deposit this,
Crowley?
Crowley left for the motorboat.
He never came back for it.
He never brought the boat back. Found it scuttled on a sandbar. Repairs on it came to more than $200.
Relax, I'm not parting you for your money. So $200 is why you never made a police report.
Police report, you say?
That slippery note's back. You knowingly held back information bearing on a murder case.
I'm a poor man.
And a grade A chiseler. Where was Crowley taking himself to?
How could I know?
Because you're the inquisitive type.
Murder Island?
Murder Island?
Name it got from the tenants on it.
Where is Murder Island?
About 4 miles north by east out there in the Sound.
Who tenants it?
Vince Keeley. If you're a detective, you'll know him.
Yeah, I do. Gambling czar, only nobody's ever proved it. On trial for murder last year, only the jury didn't convict.
Keeley had an alibi.
Yeah, surprise alibi. The last-minute kind that knocks down a case. I want a motorboat at a chartered course to Murder Island.
A storm coming up.
Well, not for hours, the way the sky looks.
Storms are deceiving.
I'll take the chance.
I'll want a deposit.
I'll bring the boat back.
If Keeley lets you come back, I'll want a deposit.
Storms were deceiving. The storm had come at me. Like Obermeyer had push-button control over storms and was having this laugh at me. Rain in buckets from overhead and the river splashing over me below. Faster than I could bail water. It was only minutes before I had to swim for it. What flashes through your head when you see death working you over? One measly thought playing over and over like a record stuck in a groove. Why did this have to happen to me? When there was no doubt about Obermeyer losing a boat to Davy Jones, I started the long swim. Coming up for the third time. With water running out of your nose and ears. You get hallucinations. Pleasant ones. My hallucination was a sea nymph with the build of a channel swimmer. Looking at her face was like leafing through an old album. She was every lady I'd ever known, starting with my mother.
Lie on your back. Give me your hand so I can pull you to shore.
Give her my hand. Talking like my life was her special problem.
Hold tight now.
Hold tight. You obey. You let her take charge while you go to sleep. I knew I was still alive by the sandflies making a playground of my chest. I was on a beach littered with fish skeletons,
Hello.
and a girl flopping beside me like a come to Bermuda poster of honeymooners. A girl with none of the faces in the old album.
Flash storm capsized your boat.
Yeah, Obermeyer worked that trick with push buttons.
What'd you say?
Never mind. You rescued me, huh?
I saw you thrashing around like a dying fish 100 yards offshore.
How come you were on hand to see me?
Have you noticed my swimsuit?
I've got eye strain. Are you always swimming in a flash storm?
Are you?
I'm Barrie Craig.
The detective?
Oh, I can't believe I'm that famous.
You are along 52nd Street.
21 and Nightclub Row?
I'm Rose Renee.
The queen of burlesque?
Oh, I can't believe I'm that famous.
You are among connoisseurs. Exactly where are we?
On Murder Island.
Oh, you belong to it?
I'm married to it.
Married? Let me try to guess. Mrs. Vince Keeley.
Play Hearts and Flowers, Maestro.
It's as bad as that?
It's a jail sentence. I'm a prisoner of love. Vince bought me, only he welched on the payment. He welched after I said I do.
Why the frank talk?
When I feel, I broadcast. That's my nature. I'm cooped up on this crummy island so Vince won't have to fight off the boys giving me the eye. The only glad rags I get to wear is a swimsuit.
So pick up and go.
I'm allergic to morgues.
Yeah. Murder is Vince's business, they say.
That's no joke. Vince connived his way out of one murder rap last year with a phony alibi.
Yeah, I remember the trial. Who was it again Vince was charged with knocking off?
Dixie Dugan, his business partner.
Oh,
Slot machines, dice houses, stolen liquor. Dugan was fed up, about to confess all to the DA when he suddenly turned up dead. Vince served champagne that night to celebrate.
Why are you telling me all this?
On the hunch that it's case reopened. But you're here after Vince.
You really want a divorce?
Oh, any old way.
Then tell me about a fellow named Crowley.
Crowley was Vince's star witness last year. Crowley's alibi for Vince got Vince acquitted.
Sister, your divorce is practically on the horizon if you come through with this next one. Did Crowley come here to Murder Island lately?
Crowley was always coming to the island. He and Vince were squabbling all the time.
What about?
Hush money. I passed the time getting an earful of things. Crowley was putting the bite on Vince.
Blackmail for his perjured testimony?
I asked you.
How about Sam Stacy?
Never heard of him.
Stacy's being accused of murdering Crowley.
News to me. I'm shut off from the outside world. Look, I gotta go now before Vince sends out a searching party. Don't let on to Vince we met.
Am I the dope to kill the golden goose? A snake in Vince's bosom. Boredom wasn't Rose's only motive for putting hubby on the spot. She had her eye on big dough and a high old life as a merry widow. Vince Keeley acted as outraged as a guy could get.
Craig, you've got rocks in your head coming here to burn me.
Let's confine the argument to Crowley.
I haven't seen or heard of Crowley for over 6 months.
Oh, no?
No.
Then how was the payoff worked?
What payoff?
The blackmail money to Crowley for the perjured alibi last year.
Hey, you're asking for something.
You hinting the river?
Now, look, you got me all wrong. I made a shady buck once, sure. It's all behind me. I'm out of the rackets now, clean as a whistle, living respectably. Why, I'm even holed up on the island to keep out of trouble, to improve my mind and amount to something more than a mug.
I can't cry. I don't have a handkerchief on me.
Hey, look around you, Craig. All the books on them shelves. I promised myself I wouldn't get off this island until I read every one of them. Why, even take piano lessons.
How about typewriter practice?
I asked you to quit writing me.
So you didn't murder Crowley to stop his blackmail?
No.
You also denied that he perjured for you once?
I deny it, yeah.
And Sam Stacy. Know him?
Not familiarly. A punk bookie somewhere, isn't he?
He is. They're pinning the Crowley rap on him.
Well, it's nothing to me. We through?
No. Who was your lawyer?
George Brooks.
Did Brooks defend you in that murder trial last year?
Yeah. Now what are you up to?
Just familiarizing myself with all the ramifications of your living. The coming genius like you with books and a piano. I might want to do a profile for the society pages.
Craig, get out of here.
Sure. But first I'm showing you this.
What? A rod, huh?
A rod. I'll take some killing before I'm killed.
You're crazy.
Prove it by ferrying me off the island. I lost my boat to a storm.
I'll have you ferried off, but stay off.
Back in town, George Brooks, the mouthpiece, was twice as outraged as Vince Keeley'd managed to be.
Craig, you've no right to persecute Vince Keeley.
I haven't, huh?
The man's turned over a new leaf. He's reformed. He's cut off every association he had with his former life.
Let's boil it down to murder.
Accusing Vince of murdering this Crowley is fantastic.
How about accusing Vince of winning acquittal in a murder trial through the late Crowley's perjured testimony?
That's a cheap, contemptible lie. I defended that case.
I know. Why do you represent a man as notorious as Vince Keeley?
Because I believe every man has some good in him. Because I'm not a blue nose or a moralist. Because I have every evidence Vince Keeley wants to live a decent, useful life if given a chance.
You're positive Keeley hasn't done murder, past or present?
If I believed otherwise, I wouldn't raise a finger to help him. Whoever murdered Crowley, it wasn't Keeley. And now, if you don't mind, I've a busy schedule.
Okay if I use your phone for a minute?
If you must.
Barrie Craig speaking. Give me Lieutenant Trav Rogers.
Craig, if you mean this as some psychological trick, it's utterly childish.
Is that why you're beginning to perspire? Over coffee and sinkers, I got the benefit of Trav Rogers' power of analysis.
Putting one and one together from what you told me, one notion keeps standing up in my head, Craig.
Said notion being?
That you might end up where you began, with your client.
Stacy murdered Crowley like the police bulletins insist, huh?
Yes. Stacy hired you as a smokescreen. He heard Crowley had business with the Czar of Murder Island, and...
And hoped I'd create a competing suspect in Vince Keeley.
And take the heat off Stacy.
The notion makes sense, but...
You don't buy it.
Not until I have another look at Murder Island.
Looking for what?
The Queen of Clubs.
Rose Renee.
And at the terrain, the rocks, shrubbery. I'm curious about Crowley's missing clothes, his personal effects.
Crowley's clothes?
He wasn't wearing any when he came out of the river.
You've got a point. Find any article of Crowley's on Murder Island, and you've made a liar out of Vince Keeley.
Crowley hadn't been around in over 6 months, Vince swears.
Let's go.
Oh, just a minute. You including yourself in?
It's suicide to buck Keeley and his crowd alone.
I'm the suicidal type. Morbid depths to my personality, my horoscope says.
Craig, don't be stubborn or vain. The case is too big, too important for a confidential operative to lone wolf it.
I've done okay so far, without company.
Then I'll have to throw the book at you. You're representing a fugitive from justice, a man we've issued orders to shoot on sight. The regulations governing your license...
Cut. Nice speech, but I'm only half convinced. Now, give me the other half.
I don't want to see you dead. Your repulsive kisser is an eyesore I've gotten used to. Like poison ivy in July.
Lieutenant, you are cordially invited on an excursion to Murder Island. We combed every nook and crag of Murder Island, but no luck.
My aching feet, Craig. I can make a surveyor's map of this rock pile from memory.
So we drew a blank.
Will that be your Queen of Clubs?
It is.
Barrie Craig. And friend?
Lieutenant Trav Rogers. What have you got? A divining rod for locating me?
I've been watching you for half an hour. You're wasting your time.
Am I?
You won't find Crowley's clothes.
How do you know what we're searching for?
Is that hard? It even occurred to me to look for them.
How'd you make out?
Ashes.
Ashes?
The clothes were burned. See that stone incinerator over there?
Yes.
That's where Vince burned them.
Still punching for that divorce, huh? Lead me to the ashes.
These are the ashes of fabric.
You're sure?
I did time in police lab. Fabric burns in its own special way. The ash has a consistency...
Hey, I've got something that practically converts the ash back to a suit of clothes.
What is it, Craig?
What does this look like to you?
Cufflink. What's left of it? Any initials?
C.
C for Crowley. That settles Vince's hash. Oh, freedom, it's wonderful.
Postpone that freedom, Jag, sister. Hubby's still a long way from the disaster you wish on him.
A last mile away. Vince knows your investigation's going to blow hot any minute. That's why he's got his mouthpiece here now.
George Brooks is here?
Yes, Vince couldn't get his lawyer here fast enough after you came calling. It's murder, and this time no phony alibi. I can go back to sleeping nights. I can breathe. I can live.
You're putting on quite a show, Miss Renee.
I don't make a mystery of my feelings. Lieutenant, I'm glad and I acted. Go rub that ash in Vince's face. Tell him what a homicidal maniac he is and put the handcuffs on him. Well, why don't you go?
Quite a repertory, Rose Renee.
Hysterics. They were long overdue. Vince Keeley roped her into marriage and never let go of the noose.
The way you work up sympathy.
I'm not all cop, Trev. Who makes the arrest?
It's your case. Door's locked. A pistol shot, Craig.
From inside the house.
Vince! Vince, let me in! Vince!
Can you identify whose voice?
Brooks, the mouthpiece.
Asking Vince to open the door?
Sounds like Vince shot himself. Locked himself in a room and shot himself. Make with that bell again, Trav, and don't take your thumb off it.
Who? Craig.
And Lieutenant Rogers. What was that shot?
Vince, in the library. He locked himself in and shot himself.
Rough.
I begged him not to, not suicide.
What alternative did you suggest, Brooks?
Alternative?
Lieutenant means suicide or the chair for murder. It was 6 of one and a half a dozen of another for Vince.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
You sound like you've changed your mind about Vince's reformed character.
Vince changed it for me. He confessed many things to me. I've been a blind fool.
What did Vince confess about Crowley?
Vince confessed to murdering Crowley.
In the library, Vince Keeley lay in peace with a look on his face that said he wasn't sorry to go. Queen of Clubs bawled like a baby. The senseless kind of tears women are famous for. While the mouthpiece, Brooks, beat his breast and put Vince's confession on the record.
I've been duped, tricked, made the fool.
Vince's confession, please.
Vince had hired Crowley to perjure in the trial last year. Mind you now, I believed Vince innocent. Since then, blackmail with Crowley demanding heavier sums.
On Crowley's threat to expose his perjury for Vince?
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Vince had to pay to prevent reopening of an old case. Crowley bled him white until...
Until Vince murdered him and threw him into the river.
Yes, that's it, substantially.
Craig.
What?
Which of us tells him?
It's still my case. You're under arrest, Brooks.
But you're insane.
Shut up and listen. Smoke rises to the ceiling and hangs there. You fired a phony shot in the outer hall when we rang the bell. You staged a fake suicide. You'd already killed Vince Keeley in here.
What possible motive would I have?
You could be the big shot behind Vince's rackets. Vince had the low mentality of a racket boy, not a biggie. Crowley's threat against Vince threatened you even more.
I won't stand for
and
this.
And you lie down for it. Get off the floor, Brooks, and listen to more. You also killed Crowley. Vince would be the world's prize chump to pay Crowley blackmail or even worry about Crowley. That's double jeopardy, Brooks. Crowley could confess perjury from now to doomsday. But no power on earth, no new evidence could force Vince to stand retrial for a murder he'd already stood trial for once and found acquittal. He's your prisoner, Trav. I'm turning him over to you. A week later, Stacy looked me up to thank me. In a midtown Hofbrau where the Wiener Schnitzel made you hungry for ham and eggs.
You took the curse off me, Craig. I'll never forget it. Mad dog killer. Those headlines gave me the willies.
You're grateful, huh?
I'm on bended knees.
You can't reach for your wallet like that.
Reach for my wallet?
There was talk of a fat fee.
Oh. I hate to do this to you, Craig. But the fact is...
The fact is?
I'm broke. Government's new bookie tax. I folded my tent. No bets, no horses. I'm down to driving a beer truck.
For the wife and kids?
That's another thing, Craig, I want to tell you about.
No kids?
No wife, even. I'm not married.
Good night, folks. See you next week.
You've
been listening to William Gargan in another exciting transcribed mystery drama from the adventures of Barrie Craig, confidential investigator. Tonight's story, Murder Island, was written by John Robert. Next week, it's the strange story titled Fatal Appointment, about which Barrie Craig has this to say.
Next week, a beautiful girl dies in a hotel room. A man gives all for love, and an appointment for romance winds up in a rendezvous with death. See you next week, folks.
Featured in the role of Rose was Elspeth Eric. Barrie Craig, starring William Gargan, was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is Don Pardo speaking.
Now enjoy Meredith Wilson's Music Room on NBC.